Since I got up today, I have been doing stuff to some degree, be it updating Windows on a different laptop and working with that cockroach project and doing research with that, or trying to get into a BME office, or visiting fencing for a bit, or playing video games for the rest of the night. In fact, that was my day. I'm sorry to hear your glasses broke, Jake. That sucks. And Neil, poetry's always cool to listen to, so yeah, whatever you like with that. As it turns out, with respect to my last video, no one showed up. And after half an hour, like it's one of those sessions you're supposed to show up at the beginning and then you stay to the end. It's not like you show up in the middle and get help thing. The professor didn't tell the students about it. So the students didn't actually know about it. I got an email later that night after I emailed the professor, like, this fucking sucked, no one showed up, what the hell. And then he was like, shit, and this is in quotes, Jesse, I totally fucked up, end quotes. Actually, I call him a professor. He's not a professor because he doesn't have his PhD, but he's a teacher. Anyway, so he didn't tell the students that I was running the session, so it's hard to hold the students accountable. So I ran the session again on Thursday, and then 21 students showed up, so that's an improvement, substantially. Nice coat, Jake. That's one. I have that written down on my little notes. Last most expensive thing I bought was a Boondocks DVD, first and second season. I got that for $40-something and change. It was like 40. It was 20 per season, and I bought both seasons, so 40 plus tax. And then the last film I watched was The Dark Knight. I watched that with my girlfriend. I guess that was last week. Yeah, last week. And actually, that's how I feel. Just because there are little things that bother me about people, and one of them is not being like somewhat dependable or showing uppy. I guess that's the wording I'm going to use. But yesterday she was like, yeah, actually earlier this week she was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna try to hang out with you Thursday night, and then she just fell asleep without contacting me or like making any effort to visit. So I kind of was like, instant message, call, nothing. So Thursday night I didn't see her. And then I saw her tonight. We were supposed to meet up at this place called The Spot, which is where ACM was holding a video game party thing. And so I was playing games there, and I was expecting her to show up and play some StarCraft for this. She finally showed up, like, as it was ending. And then we were going to go play Dota elsewhere, and I was like, do you want to come, or do you want to do something else, or whatever? And she was like, you can go play, and I'll go hang out with friends, and then when you're done, call me or instant message me. And so I was like, okay. And so I then tried calling and instant messaging her around like 11:50, which isn't that late for her or myself. And we weren't even done yet. I just wanted to see if I could call or message her and see if she wanted to hang out. I was going to peace out and end the game, but nothing. So now it's 3 o'clock Friday night, and there's still no contact. So she must have gone home and gone to bed and just been like, screw it, which is kind of feels like I'm getting blown off, which I don't appreciate. But generally, I just get angry when it happens, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up and I don't care. So yeah, I'm a little bitch like that. And I would worry about her watching these, but she hasn't watched videos that I've made in forever, so it's all good. But yeah, we were playing. We had a 3-on-3 Dota match in this room with wired and wireless and everything else. So lots of laptops, lots of fun. If you don't know what Dota is, it's a Warcraft 3 custom map. It's not World of Warcraft. That's different. It's Warcraft 3. And a lot of my friends like that. So yeah, now I have to choose between a couple of things to do for the rest of my night. I could go to sleep. I could play video games. I could work out, which I really need to do. I should work out. Or I could go to the on-campus movie theater and pay money for a 24-hour sci-fi marathon that's been going on since earlier today. And I could probably still catch half of that, but I don't know if I want to go to that. I know there will be people there that I know, but they will all be like sleeping through. I'll read off the remaining schedule, and I don't know what I'm going to do still, but 4:30 is Universal Soldier, and then Spy Kids 2, and then The Mouse on the Moon, and then Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and then Star Trek Nemesis, and then Surprise 2, and then Paprika, which is a great film, then The World, the Flesh, and the Devil from 1959, then A Scanner Darkly, which was also pretty good, and then Iron Man. And the earlier ones that were before 4:30 were Fire Maidens from Outer Space, Surprise 1, A Boy and His Dog, Timeline, Die Monster Die, and Jumper. So they're kind of campy sci-fi films in a very long marathon. $25 to watch all of them, or $3 a movie. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, later.